Fred Osheskie.
Yes, my name is Fred Osheskie, and I'm running for mayor on the Republican ticket. The reason that I am going to run, well, first to answer the question about people afraid to come up and talk to me. People aren't. I ran 4 years ago, and all of my friends and relatives and everything keep coming up to me and asking me, are you going to run again? That's the question they're asking me, because they see in me the qualities of leadership. I was a mayor over in Ohio. I served on council. I was council president. I had a very good run and never expected to get back into politics again until I came back here to Fort Wayne, where my family, my 2 boys live. And I saw such a need for good leadership. There's so much waste that goes on in this city, it's pathetic. I want to do things that I did over in Ohio. I want to rehab houses. One of the gentlemen down here talked about, instead of tearing them down, why not rehab them? There are funds out there that are available to do those kind of things. And talked about the sidewalks. When you get a grant from HUD, you can do capital improvements. You can put new sidewalks in, and you can build better houses than we currently have. I have a vision for the future, and I'm going to work hard for each and every one of you. We are all the same. First of all, I'd like to take exception to the fact that all Republicans are rich and they're out to help the rich. I am a Republican. I've worked hard all my life. My dad was a coal miner back in western Pennsylvania. I come from very poor upbringing. And whenever I am in office, I will never do anything that would benefit any of my friends or my family financially. I think that's obscene. Nothing should go on like that. It has in the past, and it'll continue to do it. The very first, well, I want to do 2 things. Number 1, I want to get the bargaining rights back to the city employees. One of our candidates for mayor made the comment that he wanted to get in touch with the common people. He got in touch with the common people. He voted against them 3 times. The bargaining rights should be returned, and I will twist every arm and talk to everybody that I can to get that accomplished. Then the second thing I want to do is get in touch with all of the department heads and sit down with them and find ways to do what we are doing without laying off any personnel, but finding ways to save money. There's ways out there that we can do the same services that are being provided now, but at less cost. And I will work hard to get that done.
Okay, Fred, one more question here. You know, for the longest time, people on the South Side have felt like the South Side has been left out. And to an extent, a condition of hopelessness, perhaps, disenfranchisement, things like that are, you know, it kind of pops up here and there on the South Side. How do you want to address the people, let's say, the inner city and the South Side, to make sure that they know that they're going to be included in the future of Fort Wayne and within its spirit?
I can give you my word on that. I will serve everyone. We're all created equal. There's no difference between us in the eyes of God, and there's no difference between what I see in that same area. I see people that are just like me. They have the same problems, they have the same worries, and I will work hard to make sure that there is no preferential treatment to any neighborhoods. One of the things that we need is to educate our students better.
Right.
Liz Brown is down in Indianapolis, and she is saying that she wants to pay more for the teachers. They're not doing the job now. There are kids that are graduating from college that got the same education that I did out of high school. And it's ridiculous. We were #1 in everything back when I was growing up in the 50s. And now we're 25th in the world in math. All of the jobs that are going to be created in the future are going to need engineers and people that can repair, and you need to get math skills. Math skills are so important. There's one thing that I'm going to do when I'm elected, and that's what I call math with the mayor. I was going to be a mathematics teacher, but coming from a poor family back in Pennsylvania in the early 60s, there were no jobs for me to work my way through college. So I got my education in the Navy. But ever since, for as long as I can remember, back into the 80s, there are jobs all over the country, not just Fort Wayne. There are jobs all over the country that are going unfilled because the school systems that we have now cannot produce people who are capable of doing the math and being able to set up machines to have them, the CNC machines run. I worked in maintenance all my life. I devoted my life really to helping this country. I was in the Navy and was on board a subtender that serviced Polaris missiles, submarines, the boomers. And after I got out of there, I spent 17 years down in Lima working at the Army tank plant, where they manufactured the M1A1 tank. And I spent 8 years in politics over in Ohio while I was working at the tank plant. And now I want to extend my service to the country to the citizens of Fort Wayne. I have learned a great deal in my lifetime. There's a lot of knowledge up in that wood closet up there. And I would like to work for everyone. Everyone. I have already said that one of the very first things I'm going to do is do everything possible to get collective bargaining back. We need to vote out the individuals who are in there that voted against the people. I have a daughter-in-law that works at the post office. She had a weight limitation on her left arm. They fired her because of her disability. She and her son, my son, almost lost everything. But they had a union, she got her job back, and she got the back pay. But by then her credit rating had been ruined. Without any collective bargaining for that family, they would have lost their house and been out on the street. We need to give protection to those individuals. Also, I stated that I would work on all areas and work with people all over. We're all equal, and I will work equally hard for any group out there. My door will always be open. And as far as the situation in Ferguson and with the police, you're going to have bad apples in any bushel you get. We'll have to weed them out. We will weed those people out. If there's any people out there that think that they had excessive force on them, just get in touch with me. I'll get with the police chief and we'll get to the bottom of it. we will get those people punished. They should not be carrying a badge and using it to intimidate people.